Nearly 27 years after the murder of hip-hop legend Tupac Shakur, Las Vegas police confirmed today they executed a search warrant on Monday in connection with the case. Police searched a home in the city of Henderson. That's about 15 miles southeast of the Vegas Strip. Shakur was at a red light just a block from the Strip when he was shot multiple times.
The story of Tupac's tragic, untimely passing has been a story that, from the very beginning, came with its baggage of conspiracy. A private, closed casket funeral, an almost 30-year unsolved mystery of who took the rapper's life, and an unlikely character now bringing something new to light. So what does the legendary American boxer Floyd Money Mayweather have to do with this? We'll break it down for you, but before we do that, do us a favor by leaving a like on the video, subscribing to the channel, and hitting the bell icon so you never miss an upload from us. And with that being said, let's get straight into the video.
The car pulled up and shot Tupac. Car pulled right here and shot Tupac at this light. Car went that way. I was living right here in 1996 when Tupac got killed. Right here. I ain't never told nobody. Only the close people with me know.
Meanwhile, we're also getting more details on the Tupac Shakur murder investigation. ABC News is learning more about the target of this week's police search and what they took from his home. Kana Whitworth has the latest on the investigation, unsolved for nearly 3 decades.
Shocking new details in the latest investigation of the 1996 unsolved murder of legendary rapper Tupac Shakur. ABC News learning the search warrant executed Monday in Las Vegas was at the home of Dwayne Davis, known as Keefe D, just miles away from where Tupac was gunned down during a drive-by shooting.
Is Tupac alive? If you know about the history of Tupac or his death, then you're well aware of the many conspiracy theories around his death and how they allegedly prove that he's alive. One of the popular theories is the theory of the sevens. What is that? Well, it's this odd theory that too many of the key details of the case have a connection to the number 7. For example, while he died on the 13th of September, he was actually shot on the 7th. What was his age when he died? 25. And 2 + 5 = 7. Then if you include the 7th and the 13th date, it was actually a week after he was shot that he died. 7 days. Plus, he was officially pronounced dead at 4:03 p.m. 4 + 3 = 7, right? And if you want to throw in another convenient match, Tupac's birthday was on the 16th. 1 + 6 = 7. There's also the prevalent story that he faked his death and used the media uproar to flee the country. But where would he fly to? Well, there's many theories about that as well.
ABC News obtaining this exclusive video of armored vehicles driving down the suburban street just after 10 p.m.
It's not moving around. Put your hands up.
Video obtained by TMZ showing a tense standoff outside the home in Henderson, Nevada.
Put your phone down. Put your hands on top of your head. Hands on top of your head right now.
One of them comes from the son of the driver that Tupac had when he got shot, Suge Knight Jr. According to him, Tupac is alive and well in Malaysia, and even provided photo proof of him and Tupac hanging out in Malaysia. Another theory comes from one of Tupac's friends, a rapper named Treach, who was asked about where Tupac was and whether he was really gone. Treach answered without blinking an eye. "Last time I saw him, he was in Cuba, man." Treach said this in 2010, almost 15 years after Tupac passed. The backbone of most conspiracy theories is that there's an inconsistency with what happened.
According to the warrant, police seized multiple items, including computers, storage devices, notes, photos, and other documentation detailing Keefe D's involvement with the Southside Compton Crips, a well-known LA gang.
Such as a body not proved to truly be gone. After Tupac was officially declared dead, the very next day he was cremated. A service was held soon after, and Suge Knight, a close friend of Tupac who was there when his life was taken, paid $3 million to ensure that no one could see Tupac's ashes or be allowed in without an invitation. Now you could say that Suge Knight didn't want Tupac's funeral to be turned into a media or fan circus, but on the report for the cremation, the cremator listed Tupac as being taller and heavier than he actually was. Now you can forgive an inch or two of height, it's all relative, but the difference in weight was 53 pounds. Additionally, after the service, the cremator retired and has never been seen or heard from again.
Police also took copies of the book Compton Street Legend, the memoir he wrote, which details what he believes led to Tupac's murder. He claimed in a 2018 documentary series, Death Row Chronicles, that he was in the car with the shooter.
Tupac's death. Just minutes past 11 p.m., Tupac Shakur and his associate Suge Knight found themselves briefly detained on the bustling Las Vegas Boulevard. Officers from the city's esteemed Metropolitan Police Department's bike patrol had pulled them over, citing the loud volume of their car stereo and the conspicuous absence of license plates as reasons for why they were stopped. An inspection of Knight's vehicle yielded the missing plates in the trunk, prompting the officers to release the pair without citation. Merely minutes later at 11:10 p.m., the duo found themselves at a standstill, caught at the red light at the crossroads of East Flamingo Road and Koval Lane. Here, under the neon lights of the Maxim Hotel, a vehicle carrying two women maneuvered to their left, engaging in a spirited conversation through the window of his, at the time, brand new 1996 BMW 750iL, also known as an E38 sedan. Shakur extended an invitation to the women to join them at the renowned Club 662. The tranquility of the night was shattered at 11:15 p.m. when a nondescript white Cadillac, the late model four-door vehicle, eased up on Knight's right flank. A shadowy figure at the bank of the Cadillac rolled down the window, revealing a Glock 22. A barrage of bullets erupted from the Glock, mercilessly raining on Shakur's BMW. Shakur was struck by 4 bullets, 2 lodged in his chest, 1 in his arm, and another in his thigh. A bullet with a deadly trajectory penetrated Shakur's right lung. Meanwhile, Knight suffered from fragment injuries to his head.
You said the shots came from the back. Who shot Tupac?
To keep it from the cold of the streets. It just came from the backseat, bro.
The evidence is now being presented to a Las Vegas grand jury.
So this is the biggest development in the Tupac murder case since this all happened, since the murder happened. They never served a search warrant and, showed up at someone's house with the SWAT team back in 1996. So this is definitely, it can't be overstated how big of a deal this is.
Despite a flat tire and his injuries, Knight managed to drive Shakur and himself a mile away to Las Vegas Boulevard and Harmon Avenue, once again stopped by the bike patrol. This time, the officers radioed for paramedics. Shortly after, emergency personnel arrived on the scene, and Knight and Shakur were whisked away to the University Medical Center of Southern Nevada, the start of a desperate battle for survival. At the hospital, Shakur was heavily sedated, was placed on life support machines, and was ultimately put under a medically induced coma. He would later succumb to his injuries.
Shakur's murder had all the markings of a gang-style hit.
Tupac was shot multiple times while sitting at a red light near the Las Vegas Strip, the rapper dying several days later.
Break down a beat clown, baby doll, you down, I get away.
Experts say this latest investigation could shed new light on one of the biggest cold cases in modern pop culture history.
I don't think you raid someone's house in something this high profile, knowing full well, the media attention that's going to get, unless you feel pretty strongly.
What Floyd Mayweather knows. In a startling disclosure that has taken the internet by storm, former boxing champion Floyd Money Mayweather has claimed to have been an eyewitness to the tragic shooting of the iconic American rapper Tupac Shakur 27 years ago. Mayweather, in a video circulating widely on social media, now going viral, vividly recounted the sequence of events that led to Tupac's death. The car pulled up here and shot Tupac, Mayweather narrated, his words invoking the chilling scene from nearly 3 decades ago. He went on to add, "Car went that way. I was over here, right here in 1996, where Tupac got killed." This revelation has breathed new life into the haunting narrative surrounding Tupac's untimely death, captivating audiences anew with its first-hand account.
The car pulled up and shot Tupac. Car pulled right here and shot Tupac at this light. Car went that way. I was living right here in 1996 when Tupac got killed. Right here. I ain't never told nobody. Only the close people with me know.
The search warrant. The investigation into the murder of legendary rapper Tupac Shakur seems to be reinvigorated as Las Vegas police recently conducted a search at a house linked to the case. Las Vegas Metro PD detectives executed a search warrant at a residence in Henderson, Nevada, roughly 20 miles from the Las Vegas city limits. Though precise details are scant, it's confirmed that the search is a part of the ongoing investigation into Shakur's homicide.
And Diane, no charges have been filed. This warrant was served without incident. One neighbor told me they saw a woman sitting on a curb during the search. Authorities took multiple laptops and iPads and, Diane, what they described as a tub of photographs.
The house in question is located near Interstate 11 and Wagon Wheel Drive. However, no arrests have been made thus far. The police raid targeted a home owned by Paula Clemons, wife of Keefe D. Keefe D, the self-proclaimed uncle of the late Orlando Anderson, a longtime suspect in the shooting, has been linked to the case. Anderson was known to have been attacked by Tupac and his affiliates on the night of the murder.
So how significant is it to see a search like this in a case this old?
Diane, it's quite significant. What we find is that when a search warrant is executed, it's because law enforcement has significant information that they believe can lead to either an indictment or an arrest in a cold case.
Clemons also previously owned a home in Compton, where a gun believed to be connected to the murder was found in the 1990s, further intensifying suspicions. The recent raid in Henderson, Nevada was justified by probable cause, suggesting there was potential evidence connected to Tupac's murder within the property.
Now, investigators have long believed that the gunman in this case, whoever shot Tupac, is likely already dead. So why go through all of this?
Well, it's still an unsolved crime, and law enforcement is charged with the duty of making sure that they get and arrest everyone that's connected with a crime. So if there is an accomplice that helped commit this murder, they still are looking for that person.
The findings. The Las Vegas law enforcement's pursuit of truth of the infamous 1996 murder of the legendary rapper Tupac took a significant turn last week. Officers reportedly seized several .40 caliber bullets from the Henderson, Nevada home of Dwayne Keefe D. Davis as part of a rejuvenated investigation into the decades-old cold case. Davis, who's the uncle of Tupac's alleged killer, Orlando Anderson, has found himself in the crosshairs of this long-standing investigation.
You said the shots came from the back. Who shot Tupac?
They keep it for the code of the streets. It just came from the backseat, bro.
The evidence is now.
The Daily Mirror reported that an insider from the Vegas police force revealed the collected bullets will be subjected to rigorous forensic testing. The objective of this scientific analysis is to unearth potential links to the bullets discovered in Tupac's body and at the crime scene more than a quarter century ago. Evidence from the notorious incident, including clothing and bullets, has been meticulously preserved for over 25 years. Detectives hope to unearth possible ties between the newly found bullets and the historic evidence, potentially through microfibers or residues from the weapon or the bullet, the police source noted. The source underscored that understanding the significance of the bullets would take time, with unanswered questions regarding their age, history, and potential relevance to the case. As such, they urged patience as investigators work tirelessly to unravel how these newly discovered bullets may fit into the vast puzzle of the enduring Tupac murder mystery. And that's the latest news on Tupac and his murder mystery. What do you think about the recent raid and search warrant? What do you think about Mayweather's bold claims? Do you believe him? And if so, why do you think he didn't speak up before? Let us know what you think in the comments down below. Make sure to leave a like on the video. And as always, we'll see you in the next one. Take care.